Hari Om Jai Shri Krishna. Welcome to another episode of the Krishna Code. Every day we take one real challenge faced by working professionals and discover how Bhagavan Shri Krishna transforms that challenge into clarity, strength, and inner freedom. Let us begin with a prayer. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagatgurum. I bow to Lord Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, the destroyer of evil, the joy of Mother Devaki, and universal teacher. May Krishna guide our intellect today. Hari Om. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever delayed an important decision for days? Sometimes weeks, maybe even months. Not because you lack intelligence, but because you wanted to make the perfect decision. You kept reading, comparing, researching, asking people, watching videos, making lists, yet somehow the decision became harder. Here is the surprising truth. Most intelligent people don't suffer because they know too little. They suffer because they think too much. Today, Krishna will show us why overthinking is not an intelligence problem. It is a spiritual problem. Stay with me. This lesson can completely change the way you make decisions. Imagine a project manager named Rahul. He receives two job offers. The first company offers a high salary, but everyone warns him about its toxic culture. The second company offers slightly less money, yet it promises learning, mentorship, and meaningful work. Rahul opens Excel, creates comparison sheets, lists every advantage, every disadvantage. He speaks to his family, his friends, his mentor. He watches career videos late into the night. 1 week passes, then another. The anxiety keeps growing. Finally, the deadline arrives. He has no choice. He makes decision. And something remarkable happens. Within an hour, his anxiety disappears. Think about that. Nothing in the outside world changed dramatically. The suffering was never inside the decision. The suffering lived in postponing the decision. How many Rahuls are listening to this today? Psychologists call this analysis paralysis. When our brain is flooded with too many options, it starts believing that one more piece of information may remove uncertainty. But uncertainty is part of life. No spreadsheet can eliminate it. Perfectionism whispers, don't move until you are completely sure. Fear whispers, what if you regret this? Ego whispers, what if people think you made a mistake? The result? You become mentally exhausted without taking a single step. Action creates clarity. Overthinking creates confusion. This is exactly why Krishna's wisdom becomes timeless. Listen carefully to Bhagavan's word. Vyavasayatmika buddhihi ekeha kuru nandana bahushakhayanantasya buddhayo vyavasayinam. Those whose intellect is firmly established remain focused on one course of action. The mind of the irresolute branch endlessly in many directions. Notice what Krishna is teaching. A strong mind is not one that knows the most. The strong mind is one that can decide with clarity. Krishna is not glorifying impulsiveness. He is glorifying inner conviction rooted in Dharma. Before we go deeper, let us understand something very important. In Vedanta, we often use the words like mind, intellect, and self. They are not the same. The mind, manas, receives information from the world through eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. It also generates emotions, memories, desires, fears, and endless possibilities. It is like receiving clerk in an office. It brings every message to the next level without deciding whether it is useful or not. The intellect, buddhi, is different. It is the decision maker. It examines what is the mind presents and asks, what is right, what is wrong, what is beneficial in long term, what is merely pleasant in short term, what is aligned with dharma. The ego, ahankara, then claims the ownership. It says, if this decision fails, I fail. What will people think of me? Now comes the most important distinction, the self, Atman. It is pure consciousness, the silent witness that illumines the mind, the intellect, and the ego. It never becomes confused, never feels, never makes decisions. So who is afraid of making wrong decisions? It is the ego influencing the intellect through the restless mind. When the mind becomes calm, intellect becomes clear. When the intellect is guided by dharma instead of ego, decision becomes lighter and wiser. When you stop asking, what if I fail? Instead of intellect begins asking, what is the right action? That is the beginning of inner freedom. Every important decision comes from one of the four places. Fear, what if I fail? Fear freezes the action. Second is ego, what will people think? Ego seeks approval. Desire, what gives me immediate pleasure? Desire looks only at the short term. Dharma, what is the right thing to do? Dharma may not always be easy, but it always brings peace. Whenever you feel confused, don't ask, what do I feel like doing? Ask, what does the Dharma require of me? The single question becomes the compass. In spiritually wealthy Gurukul at war level, you master yourself. Your first battlefield is not the office, it is your own mind. At war level teaches discipline, emotional steadiness, and decisive action through karma yoga and daily practice. Then you graduated into garden level. You master relationships and leadership. Once you learn to make balanced decisions, you become a better leader, colleague, spouse, and parent. Garden level develops clarity in communication, influence, and responsibility. The ultimate level is liberation level. Master your true self. Ultimately, freedom comes when you realize that your peace does not depend on making the perfect decision. It depends on remembering. It depends on remembering your true nature. The self is never diminished by success nor increased by praise. This is the freedom Krishna points towards. Today's practice. Choose one decision you have been postponing. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Ask only one question. Which option aligns with Dharma? Then decide. No more overthinking. Today's mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. If this topic resonates with you and you want Krishna's guidance, you will find the chant of this mantra in our playlist. Play the music. Think about your question and surrender at the lotus feet of Krishna. Relax your mind. And once the mind is relaxed, you will get your dharmic solution. Today's affirmation. I choose dharma over fear, clarity over confusion, and action over hesitation. Your journal reflection. Write this question. Which decision have I delayed because I wanted certainty instead of courage? Reflect honestly. Let us pray. O Lord Krishna, grant me wisdom to recognize dharma, the courage to act upon it, and peace to accept every outcome as an opportunity to grow closer to you. Before we conclude, close your eyes for a moment. Take one slow breath. Ask yourself, am I waiting for certainty or avoiding courage? Sometimes the life you seek is waiting on the other side of one courageous decision. Every day in Krishna Code, we transform our real challenge faced by working professionals into a practical wisdom through Bhagavad Gita, Advaita Vedanta, and modern psychology. Inside spiritually wealthy Gurukul, this transformation unfolds through three progressive journeys. At one level, you master yourself through discipline and inner strength. Graduating to garden level, master relationship, leadership, and contribution. And ultimately, in liberation level, discover your true self through timeless wisdom of Vedanta. If you are a working professional who wants to excel in your career without losing your inner peace, I warmly invite you to continue this journey with us. Tomorrow we will explore another challenge that quietly limits your growth, even the most capable professionals. Why comparison destroys confidence, and how Krishna teaches us to discover our own path without competing with everyone else. You won't want to miss it. Remember, the strongest decisions are not made by the loudest mind, they are made by the clearest heart guided by Dharma. Success may change your circumstances, but the self-knowledge can change your life. Until tomorrow, keep living with Dharma, keep working with excellence, keep remembering Krishna. Hari Om Tat Sat. Jai Shri Krishna.